cheap interior offensive lineman the Niners should target in free agency?
Center, we're talking about that right now. How about Alex Mack? That familiarity, he should be a free agent. That's someone they can look for. I mean, I doubt maybe he's going to be able to command much in the offseason, his age, potential injury history. And maybe with 49ers, hey, what's up, Kyle? Remember me? And Kyle's like, hey, I remember you. Come on down. So you give him that. I know who's that player you like again? His name, Jack from the Packers. I know he's a good one. He'd be a great one to bring on. But in terms of like too expensive, and I know it's cheap, but Mac, why not? How much is he really going to cost? Like more than $4 million? I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how much his value is going to be. I just think that it'd just be in terms of fit, and you just really look like who does that system, or who could Kyle be connected to, and I just think Mac makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. I have a few guys. This is what I'm writing about right now. My top guy for under $2 million. I went really cheap with these. So these are really under $3 million, which they paid Tom Compton 2.75. So if they're willing to pay Tom Compton 2.75, they should get these guys who have performed better than Compton for a similar price. And one is DJ Fluker, who played for Baltimore this year, and he's a guard tackle. He played tackle when Ronnie Stanley went down, and he performed pretty much what he has his whole career. And he's 6'5", 342, and he's a mauler, and that would be an interesting compliment to Mike McGlinchey, who I think we all think is a little undersized, and get a guy that's a big run mauler and just run behind that right side every single time. That'd be an interesting time, especially pair Kittle over there. It'd be hard to stop a stretch to the right side. And then the other guys I have are just look at the Chargers interior line. They underperformed, but also the Chargers had injuries at tackle. So give a 1-year deal to Dan Feeney or Forrest Lamp. I think they would both provide a decent upgrade over McKivitz for a cheap deal, and Ryan Groy, their backup interior lineman, who is $950,000, and he'd be an upgrade over Hronis Grasu and be that backup center guard, and I think that would be worth it as well. He was good when he was with the Bills.
Yeah, I'm right there with Mav, with Dan Feeney out of from the Chargers. That's the name that I wrote down to be to look at him as a right guard. He'd be a good one there. Jose mentioned the other one that I had, which was Lindsley, and I wrote about that a while ago. But I don't think he's going to be a guy that you're going to look at as far as a cheap interior offensive lineman. He's looking at probably his value is about 9.7 based off of what Spotrac had him at. So he's going to probably be a little high. If you're looking at center, there's really not a whole lot out there when it comes to free agency. So they might almost be best off if they're going to do that, wanted to go that route, to go with somebody like Garland and bring him back as far as at the center spot.
Okay, I got a radical name. You guys haven't probably thought about this guy in years.
Radical,
but
man.
He was a Niner, and the Niners gave up on him, and he ended up having a nice little career in Dallas. His name is Joe Looney. Yeah. He's only 31. Over the cap has him at like 2.4 million 1 year, 2 million contract. Bring back Joe Looney to the Silicon Valley. He can play center. Started a lot of games at center the last few years. He can play guard. He's mediocre. I don't know. What do you guys think? Joe Looney?
I was debating on putting Joe Looney in my article, but I didn't because I knew you were going to say him later. I want to give you all the credit for that one.